Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is actually going to be me reviewing the brand new Primark customizable palettes. If you guys haven't heard about these, I think they are fairly new. I am pretty new to it myself, so I didn't actually know these had launched or even existed, because my local Primark doesn't really have the most up-to-date stuff when really it should. We tend to get things a little bit later, but all the bigger stores like Glasgow and stuff, they always get like all the newest stuff straight away. So I'm a little bit late jumping on this bandwagon, but I still want to put this out there just in case there is any of you guys that haven't seen or heard about this. I'm going to be showing you guys and doing a little sort of mini review of the Primark customised palettes. Now this is the box for the 9 customizable palette, but there is actually a 4-pan palette as well. The 4-pan palette is £2 and this 9-pan palette is £3. So the price difference isn't really much, it's only by £1. I bought a 9 customizable palette and I bought 9 different shades as well. So this is what the box looks like, and this is what the palette looks like. Very simple, very sleek, very tidy, neat and elegant. Matte feeling to it as well. It's quite velvety, it's really quite nice. The best bit about this, I think you guys are going to be really shocked, because I was just gobsmacked when I seen the price of these. The price of these eyeshadows are 60p. I'm not even kidding, you guys are probably sitting there like, no way. Yep, I can prove to you guys. I was absolutely gobsmacked when I heard about this, and I just thought, no way are they coming out with a customisable eyeshadow palette that the eyeshadows are 60p. So it did get me wondering a little bit, so I want to give you guys my very first impression of this. I have actually opened up all the other shades. This one is the only one that's still in the wrapper because I've put all the other shades in the palette just to make it a little bit quicker, so that you guys know what the actual eyeshadows come like. They look like this. They're all wrapped up, so they're really quite well protected. On the back it just says Primark, tells you a little bit, and it also has the colour of the eyeshadow. So this is a shimmer eyeshadow and it's called Sunkissed. 1.5 grams of product as well, so that's basically the size of the eyeshadows. Now Freedom single eyeshadows do actually fit in this palette as well. It was one of the first things I'd done before I'd like put everything in the palette. I wanted to kind of see the size comparison, and the Freedom eyeshadows, the single ones, they do also fit in this palette as well. They're very easy to open. They just have a little bit down the back. It opens really fairly easily, and that's what it looks like. It's got a little bit at the back where you have to take a little sticker off, and this back bit sort of opens like this, and your eyeshadow is there. This is in the shade Sunkissed, and it's a really nice shimmery gold shade. So I'm just going to put this in the palette, then I'll show you guys my palette that I created. The Primark that I went into was the one in Glasgow city centre, so they didn't actually have every single colour, but they did have a really good variety of shades. I think there was about 15 or so. There was definitely quite a lot, but the shades that I've got in this palette was basically the only shades that were left. There was a lot out of stock. There was a lot of the more sort of autumnal red sort of shades that were out of stock as well. So I just picked up the shades I thought I would wear and I could use sort of day to day, and the ones that really caught my eye straight away. There was a different mix of shades. There was like loads of bright colours, there was shimmers, there was mattes, there was darks, there was light colours, there was an absolute mix of stuff. If you are thinking of picking this up, you probably really do have to look for it, because it wasn't displayed in the best sort of way, let's just put it that way. And there was a lot of shades that were sort of jumbled about, and the stand was a little bit messy, but I suppose that just happens on Primark, it's Primark for you. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you my palette that I created. This is my shades. So this is what the palette looks like. You've just got this nice big bit up here. It doesn't have a mirror. This is the shades that I have chose. So I'll just give you guys a little bit of a close-up. This shade is Bone, and this is a matte shade. I will also give you guys swatches. This shade is Stone, and it is a shimmer shade. This one is called Peony, and it's like a really, really nice light pink shade. It's really, really good for the crease or like a transitional shade. This one is matte also. This shade is Gold Digger, and this is just a stunning, stunning shimmery gold shade, baked. And this is a really nice sort of muted orange brown sort of shade, and that is a matte shade. Then we have Sun Kissed, which I just showed you there in the packaging, but this is also a nice sort of bronzy brown shimmer shade. I have kind of went for a mix of mattes and shimmers, just because I really do like matte shades, but the shimmer shades were catching my eye a little bit. The shimmer shades just looked really, really nice, so I just picked them up anyway. I wanted this to have a little mix of both shimmer and matte shades. So this shade down here is called Truffle, and it is a matte shade. Then we have the shade Tidal, and it is a sort of shimmery blue shade. Then we have the last shade here, which is called Slate, and that is also a shimmer shade. So all together, this palette would have cost me £8.40, which is an absolute bargain. The good thing about it is, if you run out of a colour or if you want to change up the palette a little bit, all you have to do is go and take this shade out and you can put in another shade. It's as simple as that. I just love the concept of a customisable palette, because you can change it up to however you feel, and you could turn this into any sort of palette of your choice. So I'm just going to show you me taking them out. They do have this little gap here. This is a magnetic palette, by the way, so like you do just take them out, and then they do also have the names on the back of them as well, which is really, really handy, and then they just pop back in like that. I would switch up the shades a little bit, but the palette just sort of worked out like this. It was kind of the shades that were left over, but I am going to go back and I'm going to try and pick up another few shades. Now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to swatch all these colours. This shade is Bone. Are a little bit chalky, but the pigmentation is there, guys. It really is. This shade is Stone. The texture of the eyeshadows are very, very soft and very, very creamy. There is a little bit of kickback though. They are a little bit powdery, but for the price, I think that's still really good. So this shade is Peony. It's a really, really light pink shade. This shimmer shade here is Gold Digger. Just look at that. That is absolutely stunning for 60p. That one there is the shade Baked, and that is a matte brown shade. And that stunning, stunning shimmer shade there is called Sun Kissed. That is incredible for a 60p eyeshadow. Wow. This is the shade Truffle, and it's a sort of dark brown, but it's more on the ashy side. And it is a matte colour as well. This is the shade Tidal, and that's that beautiful sort of shimmery blue colour. That is the shade Slate. That is a shimmer shade. This shade has actually been one of the worst out of the whole palette. This one didn't swatch as well as I thought it was going to be, but it is more of a sort of light grey, but it comes off darker in the pan. So that is all the swatches of this full palette. I am really, really impressed with this. Previous years I haven't really been into Primark makeup, but recently they have really, really upped their game. I'm actually really quite proud of this, and it is a palette that I'm going to go to probably most days when I just want a sort of casual look. I think these are an absolute bargain, and they are fantastic for anybody who is just starting out in makeup, or maybe they're just wanting to explore a few different colours, or even like teenagers and stuff who are just getting into makeup. These sort of palettes would be absolutely fantastic. They are affordable, really good pigmentation, and you could definitely create a really, really nice look with these. I have actually created this look today with them. It's nothing too spectacular. I've kind of given myself a little bit of a smoky eye. I just put the shade Truffle in the outer corner here. I used the shade Baked in my crease, and then I just went all over the lid with that light shade, which is called Bones. I was actually really worried that the shimmers were going to feel maybe a bit gritty, but they don't. They really, really don't. They feel really nice, really smooth, very, very velvety. They sort of just glided on my hand really, really nicely. Not gonna lie, before I'd even swatched them or touched them, I thought to myself, I bet you I'm going to try and use these and they're going to have the most rubbish pigmentation. They're going to have no colour. I had no expectation for it, and I put my hands up. I was wrong. These are actually pretty good. They have a really good pigmentation and they feel great, and they're 60p a pop. Like seriously guys, I love the value of it. I was shocked, I was shook. I didn't think these were going to be good, but they really, really are. And I'm glad, because I feel like Primark should be stepping up their game a little bit, because there's so many brands now coming out with absolutely incredible stuff. And now that Primark are beginning to branch out a little bit more into the beauty and makeup industry, I'm really, really happy for them. I've wrote down a bunch of notes here just to sort of keep me on the right path so I don't make this video too long. If you guys want to see me do a full face makeup look using all Primark stuff, I've got a palette now. And I can pick up like a few foundations, mascara, maybe a few other bits and bobs, and try and do a full face look. If you guys would want to see that, give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below for me, and let me know if you guys want to see that, because I would definitely do that for you. That's all I really wanted to say. If you want to see me create a certain look with this palette, then just let me know. This gold shade is absolutely stunning. That is all for this little review. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please thumbs up if you did, like, subscribe, comment, all that usual jazz, and I shall see you guys in my next video.